I think it's disgraceful the way people have talked about Mason Mount getting his...
Recently, dealing with missteps, misdemeanours and misconduct. As a member of our 1966 World... Lee Dixon scored his only England goal against the absence of Harry Kane and Jordan Henderson. And that...
This time there is a... Michael Keane. Slightly wayward 19-year-old Arsenal player this evening. An early England chance for the two Irish players who ran into each other. One that John Egan is not quick to recover from either. That will be a concern. In at the far post, and there was one stood waiting for it in Mings. Lifted delightfully by Hendrick to Horgan. The tutelage of Frank Lampard at Chelsea. Things still don't seem quite... England penalty area. Against Duffy. Only the fourth cap this evening for Nick Pope, the 28-year-old, the Here is Reece James. Randolph has lost it, Saka is there, and Randolph has recovered in the nick of time. Could have been another hairy Grealish, who has left it for Winks. Winks has helped it back in for Maguire, and Harry Maguire has an England goal on the night he wears the armband. And an element of redemption as well for Maguire. A month on from his sending off, a disastrous night against Denmark. This evening against the Republic of Ireland, he has the opening goal. Looking for a second one now, England with Mount, missed by Horgan. Now Horgan. Saka finds Winks. Tonight, will we see cap number 50 for Harry Kane tonight? Grealish, they've been waiting for that gap. Wonderfully worked for Calvert-Lewin, and a very good piece of defending. Shane Duffy, one of two players that threw themselves at the feet of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Maguire's in there again for an England corner. It's come to Maguire again, and this time Randolph is in a better position to stop it. Do something with the scraps for England. Put him off his stride. But Calvert-Lewin's done the same to Duffy. He's pinched up England. Here's Grealish. And Sancho, it's two. Superbly done by Jadon Sancho. A third England goal in just 16 appearances for his country. And one of England's brightest talents last year. Tried to lift it in the direction of Grealish. Again, there's a nice pace to England's play, and there might that he deserves a shot. This is Jadon Sancho. He's on for a second, and in the way was Cyrus Christie. Focus on defensive duty so far, Cyrus Christie. And it comes from Hendrick Grealish. In his attempts to amend his ball, Spanish official happy to allow the Republic of Ireland to continue against England and have found a way to frustrate. Here is Mason Mount. As far as Mason Mount, and now Mings. Here is Jack Grealish. Grealish, it was close. I think Doherty knew where that ball was going to end up from Grealish, though, because he was very calm at the far post. Mount. There is a lovely feel about them. Like now, Saka from Calvert-Lewin and wide of the post. Blink of an eye stuff, that. Here's Saka, Calvert-Lewin. Doherty was there first. And at the very least put Calvert-Lewin off his stride. Brought him under his wing. North London rivalries put aside. He's given it to Grealish. Tried to poke it back towards Sancho. James to Mount. Got away from Christie, caught by Christie, England penalty. Little doubt in the Spanish officials' minds. Well, he wasn't going to miss, was he? In sparkling form for club, and with the most comprehensive penalty. That is a sign of a man with serious confidence. And Harry can't help but be impressed, surely. And James axes is slightly off-centre. Grealish takes it off Mount, gives it to Sancho, to Saka, and then... He's been selected again by Gareth Southgate since. Maitland-Niles, it is a simple 1-2 from England, and that 1-2 has worked a treat for England again. Maitland, good position to get it again, Phil Foden, and has it. Comes Saka's ball, and it was Maguire who was there again. And I think Maguire probably should have his second goal. Saka, Foden, Saka, Maitland-Niles away from Brown, looking for Keane. And then Maitland-Niles, and he was not quick enough to react to the ball coming to him. Reece James to Maitland-Niles with run, along with Romania of all teams. Here's Brown, and it was stopped by the feet of Henderson, who had put himself in an awkward ever player. That's 17 years and has to come about dreaming big and anything being possible. That's a lovely touch to Saka as well, and he has 3 to aim at, possibly 4. Maitland. Winks has lifted it towards Saka.